Hello. There we go. Hi, chat. How's it going, everybody? What's the his haps? What is the happenings? How are we feeling? How are we doing today? What's going on? How are we doing, everybody? And thank you very much for all of the resubs. Thank you very much. Shamed Ostrich for the 2 months. Thank you, Kin, for the 19 months, excuse me. Thank you for the treasure train. I don't know what a treasure train is. What does that mean? Is this like the golden kappa thingy? I have no idea. Anyway, hello Aristothe. Thank you very much for the 13 months. Thank you Slider for the 18 months of tier 2. Thank you very much Lemon for the 19 months. Thank you Megastar for the 6 months. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the 5 gifted Slider. It's very kind as always. Hello. Thank you for the 11 months Pandemonium. Thank you for the 2 months an actual sweater. It's very kind. Thank you everybody. It gives 35% off gifted if we hit level 5. Well, you're about to hit level 5, chat. So there you go. Congratulations. I don't know what that means. I don't really know what is going on, but it's good to see you. I hope you're having a great time. I have made some adjustments to my setup. Am I echoey right now? That is the question. I feel like I'm very echoey, but that could just be me. Because I'm playing some Helldivers 2 with friends. Time to watch Wrath stream. I hope that the fight for Super Earth is going well. I have not logged in to do my democratic duty for Super Earth. No echo? Okay, great. Fantastic. Recovering from a wisdom tooth removal. Oh, please rest. Please, please. And you as well, Lunas. Please rest with your dear cold. Hello, everybody. It is a pleasure to see you. It sure has been a while, hasn't it? I've been hanging out, doing absolutely nothing. Definitely not working on the video. Haha, there's no way I'd be doing that. I said that there was gonna be a video yesterday, and would you believe it? There isn't one. So, I've still been working away at it. It ended up being a lot more than I expected it to be. Thank you for the minion roulette. I'm gonna just swap over the warrior so we can minion roulette the easy way. It has been an experience. The fight is going poorly. Oh no. There's a lot more to this video than I expected there to be. So it's taking me a bit longer than expected. I apologize in advance that there are delays on the video. Hopefully, I will have it done for Tuesday, and then I will possibly just release it whenever it's finished. It might release next Saturday. It will be either of those two. We will figure it out when we get there. Ugh. Something you set out to do being more than you bargained for? Unheard of. Come on, come on. The Dream. Am I covering all of Post Stormblood in one video? Yes. Yes, I am. It's the entire video, it's just all of Post Stormblood. That is The Dream. We lost one of the 7 super cities last I looked. Oh. I feel like Helldivers is just like made to make you lose. It seems like no matter what I hear about it, you're always losing. Like, have we ever gotten even close to defeating one of the threats? Like, are the bugs anywhere near being destroyed? Are the robots anywhere near being obliterated? 2 lost megacities, grinded the alien fleet to 13 million currently, but currently defending 2 megacities, US and China. I see. False Helldivers losers, news at 10. No, I'm saying that it's very stacked against our poor Helldivers. The boss got beaten back when the game first launched. I do vaguely remember that. That's pretty cool, okay. But Excuse me. I've got random pieces of cardboard sitting around my house. I just gotta, hold on. Cover your ears. Anyway. Are you still going to use the "is going to be a long night" line in the video? I don't remember which line that was, Lemon, so probably not, but I plan to use it at some point. It's definitely going to be part of it, like Tsukiyomi saying the line. In a drill server. Attention to fallen light immediately. Now it has come to my attention that some of you have neglected to go to twitch.tv/wrathgames. You think it's funny to not subscribe with a Prime or Twitch sub? Mahogany. We're going pretty crazy on this one. It's a little ridiculous. This will be a masterpiece. Isn't the whole point of Helldivers to die while looking glamorous? Because they're mindless cannon fodder? I have no idea. I liked fighting the bugs, but I was very bad at it. So that's about my experience with Helldivers. And then my friends made me do the robots once, and I was somehow worse at that. So it's not going well. You know, it's one of those. It's one of those. Chat, I have a question for you. Thank you very much for the 5 months, Shimai. It's very kind. And thank you, Roll.
Aye, Sergeant.
Doing my part. No. No.
I'm doing my part. 07.
What's the best method for leveling classes beyond just doing the daily roulettes, working any red mage to 60? Then you've got so many classes to level in 10 level stretches. Well, if you want to be absolutely efficient, technically speaking, the best things for leveling are going to be doing on-level dungeons, or doing Palace of the Dead Heaven on high, and then once you get to level 71, it's Bosjan Excursion, Bosja and Zadnor preferably, until level 91, and then I don't know if 91 to 100 is still the same thing. Because the Alliance raids used to do really, really big, really big numbers. Isn't it fastest to just use Trust for pre-Bosja? No, if you queue in for Palace 51 to 60 runs over and over and over again, it goes very, very fast. 91 to 100 is just dungeons now since 7.2. Okay, Alliance raids were tragic. Absolutely tragic. Hello, everybody. It has been a little bit. We've been talking for 14 minutes. That's probably enough time for people to stop in as much as they want. It is a pleasure to see you. I'm gonna get the heck out of here. See you next stream, everybody. It was a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna go finish the video now. Have a good one. No, okay. We're going to some stuff. We gotta do some things. Stuff and things, chat. Stuff and things. Hello, Bright Star. How's it going? The devs do claim that 91 to 100 will be the next deep dungeon on 7.3 release. Okay, that's good. No video, I need my stream. Alright, fine. Just for you. Everybody else has to leave the stream. This is just for like it. I love this music. This one is my favorite. We're gonna hopefully get ourselves over to the next big scary thing that I've got to face. Today, we shall see. I'm just gonna skip this cutscene if you don't mind. We don't like to do spoilers over here. Am I ready to die to fairies over and over? Yes, absolutely. That's my favorite way to die. And funny enough. You may not believe it, but that's how I was planning to go out in real life. That's just how that worked. I have to allow the Fae to trick me in some horrific way. Like them asking if they can have my name, and then I give them my name, and I'm no longer anyone. I stop existing. That would be pretty hilarious. Fairly new to 14, but your videos inspired me to keep going. To just got to Shadowbringers yourself and don't want to spoil, so we'll pop out. It was good to see you. Have a good one, game. I'm wishing you the absolute best. I'm going in the wrong direction. Excuse me. And hold on just a minute. Would you like to see this funny thing? Alright, anyway. Now that the funny thing is over, will Solo ever get his own anthem? Solo has an anthem. I was hoping at one point I might, maybe for like the very, very end, as the final finale bit, I might commission Solo a song of his own. But we will have to see. I've got two composers that I get commissions from. One of them is Tavern Cat Records, very, very epic gamer. They're the one that made the current one. And then there's another composer I've been talking to that I would like to get something from at some point, but I don't have any particular ideas just now. There was some that I had in mind, but we will have to see. Twice now I've been in an arrow dungeon where the tank had less HP than me, the healer. Well, Silva, have you ever considered that you're just that epic of a game? We can't expect everybody to have to be held to your standards. You are peak gaming. When will Solo get his own plushie? I don't know. Whenever Makeshift allows me to make a plushie, I suppose. I also have to double check if I'm even allowed to make a plushie based on Solo. But it should be fine, right? It'll be fine. The ultimate peak gamer is Wrathy Games. No, that can't be. What was I doing? Where am I going? I'm trying to search the bookshelves, but I did search them. Oh no, hold on. New things have appeared. He's just an elf guy. No copyright broken. True, but would you really accept having a Solo without a Bill? Or maybe a Steve, even? Has my main even finished all the role quests? I don't think I've done any of the role quests aside from what was required of me to complete the video game. Are you allowed to commission a song for Solo? Don't you have to write it yourself? No. I'm commissioning the song for the video, not for Solo. It's different, you know? It's like me using things from my main to get B-roll shots, you know? Acceptable. Make a Bill plushie? I could never. I could simply never. I could maybe make a Bill, a Bill 3D print pin. That sounds good. Or just a pin. I don't know. I don't know how to do pins. There's a lot of work. A Bill action figure. Now we're talking. That sounds like a plan. Alright. Yep. Are you gonna fade me to black as well? No? Okay, great. Fantastic. I should do something about this. You know, yeah, let's just really quick. I'm just gonna take a quick stop at Old Da. Don't mind me. Time to play a hybrid of Heaven on High and Palace of the Dead. You can't do this to me, please. I will say, we do have the new Deep Dungeon releasing soon, right? What are we hoping for in the new Deep Dungeon? I would really like if we went back to Magicites. I think that would be fantastic. This is hide, armory, chest type. Yeah, okay, so this is just everything that I've been getting. Goodbye. Yeah, 0.4.5 is soon. It's only gonna be like half a year-ish. Oh, I'll not be able to receive all the companies soon. Alright, well. I guess I have to spend them on something. What can I even spend them on? Material? Well, I can't purchase these because I'm not a high enough rank and I never will be. Aw, these would be the perfect things to spend it on, though. No, my minions. Come on. A new emote, I guess. Sure. 2 new emotes. Thinking 7.3 will be July since it's Final Fantasy IX's anniversary. Who knows? Why can't you be max rank? Because that would involve using the little guys, and I'm not allowed to do that. Because that is interacting with NPCs. Good evening, my lord. How doth the visual scripture progress? It is going particularly well. I've made a lot of good progress the last 2 days, but there is a lot to get through. And then I've been working a little bit on the ending scene as well. I didn't end up getting a commissioned piece for the ending this time around, mostly because I completed Stormblood as I was in the middle of moving twice, so it kind of slipped my mind a little bit, but that's fine. Does Solo still have his house? That's a good question. I know that they're going to start auto demo again sometime soon, so we should probably check on that. Which fight do you think would be the most challenging for Shadowbringers? I don't really know. I'm assuming it'll be SOS, but without having experienced it myself, I got no clue. Absolutely zero idea. We've done it. The house does still exist. Congratulations. And now, unfortunately, it's sleepy time. The pot of rancid soup is still there. Yes, just for you, chat. You get to come in and have that soup all you want. You want the deep dungeon to be more War of the Magi lore? Ooh, that could be pretty cool. Or like 50 times the amount of landmines. No. No, please. Hope it's not as slow as in Yuriko Orthos. Can't prog solo Yuriko Orthos because I keep falling asleep and dying in AoEs. This is a tragedy. I'll take a stretch. Thank you. Thank you, it is sleepy time. Ooh. Oh, excuse me. You're in Shadowbringers now. Do you plan on leveling Blue Mage eventually? I mean, maybe. I might get blue capped. It would definitely be easier now that I'm in Shadowbringers content. I just don't know what it's going to be useful for other than clearing EXs from previous expansions. Perhaps. You really want them to add a blue version of Deep Dungeons? That could be pretty fun. I think the only problem with that would be like... Let's take a minute and think about it. Just for a second, right? How many people do you think play Blue Mage? Like, actually play it and participate in the achievements that are there for it, or go for the big fancy blue titles and all that. And then compare that to the amount of people that play the main game. Making an entire deep dungeon focused around blue mages is making it for a very tiny amount of people. So, like, I understand that it's probably never going to happen, which, you know, is fine. It's the life that we live. Oh, which class was I leveling again? I think it was Paladin. I play Blue Mage and regret every moment of it. True, for real. Just like me. Just like me, for real. less than 1% because you need to account for those that never finish ARR or get a class to 50. That is also very true. Giving Blue Mage the option to enter deep dungeons and having unique titles for soloing it. Yeah, exactly. I don't think they would ever be able to justify adding in a deep dungeon just for Blue Mage. But, like, depending on what all they would expect to do with it, maybe adding Blue Mage to them would be fine. Hello. What is this? Oh, I don't care about it. That's some who's a what's it that probably doesn't matter or do anything. Whenever gonna happen, wish is for a Kingdom Hearts crossover event. I want to see Sora and also get a Donald Duck minion. I mean, hey, it's more likely than you think. Kingdom Hearts 4 releasing might be big enough that they do it. You'd probably get Pluto as a mount from it if you were gonna get a mount. But I feel like if they're going to do anything like that, it would be with current day, so they would do like, you just ride around on a Keyblade. If you are to avoid being forced to consume a second dose, you must drink the serum somewhere Chesimil can see you, alright? I did not realize that was how this was going. Okay. Alright, I am now drunk. Perfect. Terrible. Master form movement, keyboard, skateboarding, exact. Now we're talking. If they ever do a Kingdom Hearts collab, no one will be able to stream it because if they use the music, Disney will snipe them off the face of the earth. Yeah, you know, now that I think about it, it is a Disney property, so I don't know if they would ever actually be able to get a crossover. I kind of forgot about that one tiny detail. Gummy ship mount. Oh, that would be so sick.
Gummy ship mount.
Oh, please. Can't believe Disney sniped streamers playing the new Kingdom Hearts in streamer mode. That is a little ridiculous. What if 14 and Tony Hawk have a crossover event? I would be so down for that. What was I doing? Where am I? I missed a quest. Alright, that's what I was doing. Missing quest. I've been listening to some music, chat. Listening to music while I work on my video. I've never been able to do this before, but I've gotten it to work now. So I'm living a good life. I'm happy. And I'm making a decent amount of progress. I'm pretty happy with where we're at. We're currently in purple. Welcome to purple. You know what I'm gonna do, chat? Hold on. I'm gonna stop weather and time. I'm gonna hide everything. And probably like here. That's like a third of the screen, right? If I could rotate it a bit, actually. That's a bit too much. Maybe we rotated it a little too much. Hold on. Can I like... Yeah, that looks nice. Yeah. That's very nice. Okay, and then... I'm gonna take a bright 4. I'm gonna take a bright 2. I maybe take a colored pencil. That actually looks pretty gorgeous. Alright. Colored marker and pastel are still just as blurry and blinding as they always are. And you know what? Full strength and effect. Okay, there we go. So those are the screenshots for the stream thumbnails from here on, because I've been trying to get a good one, and every time I come here to get it, it's nighttime and it all looks gross. Just all the seasonal quests. I feel like overreact is really something. I do seasonal quests. Whoa, what the heck is this? I'm cheating? I get to fly in the video game? Hello? Ride the Amaro to the sentry at Radiska's Round. Oh, what a masterpiece. I am doing very important things. I'm trying my best. If they put 14 on Switch 2, they should do an event where you get a Mario Kart mount. I would love that. Oh, that would be incredible. The only other thing that I'm thinking is, don't dismount where you aren't supposed to go or you'll have to walk back. I don't know what you're doing. Goodbye. My gamers, I must finish getting ready for work. Torment wrath for me. Mirror, how could you abandon me like this? I thought we were supposed to be friends. You're just gonna leave me? You're gonna leave me here all on my own? How could you? Chat, you can't... You're here. You can't leave. You're supposed to be my friend. You're supposed to be keeping me company. I'm sorry, I'm employed now. I don't like it either. My condolences. Bye. Could go Aetheryte hunting now, but then you'd have to run back every time. I mean, that'd be fine. Oh, you're delivering that Amaro to us? I'm afraid there's been a change of plans. We already have all the beasts we require here. Instead, this one is to go to the Imperative to the west. Please see it to the handler on duty. This is Ali Van Theo. If you encounter trouble along the path, return here and I'll set you right, boys. Alright. This is why I don't read cutscenes, chat. Breath, I'm making cinnamon buns, which means I'm not busy for an hour and then I'm busy again. Oh, Luda? Thanks. Gotta quit the job. True. They put 14 on Switch 2? It's going to be a cloud version of 14? You know, do I believe that the Switch 2 would be able to handle everything included in Final Fantasy 14? No. But, given the specs that I have seen, I think it could still run 14. I'm pretty sure it could run 14. It's not going to be able to run it like max graphics, 20 million% detail, but yeah, I'm pretty confident you could run it on the Switch. Hear me out. 14x Fortnite. We got Xenos and Tancred in Fortnite and a Fortnite glider mount in 14. I don't want that, because if that happens, that means I have to play Fortnite. It's like when I did the tumble dude. What was it called? I'm gonna lose my mind. You know what I'm talking about? The crossover with the little guys, the little fall men. Fall Guys. Yeah, Fall Guys. When they did the Fall Guys crossover, I went and played a lot of Fall Guys because I wanted to get stuff in Fall Guys, and it was fun. I don't want to have to play Fortnite. It's different. I am bad at first-person shooters at the best of times, let alone third-person shooters. I basically cannot play those things.
Congrats to the brave solo hero, the mad lad, the man whom does the impossible.
Thank you, Zeb. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, baby. Hello, Field. How's it going? This is one of my new babies. This is codename Field. You're not allowed to know what her real name is. Says the streamer who used to play CSGO like a god. That's first person though. Whatever happens between first person and third person, I just become completely inept. I cannot do anything. Oh, here you go, little buddy. Have some fodder. Now I think about it, 14 could just straight up crash the Switch too. Okay, no, I don't think it would crash the Switch too. You gotta remember. I mean, I know that this is a Nintendo console we're talking about. So they build these things to support Nintendo consoles and Nintendo games, but like at the same time, there's no way. It's still pretty beefy this time around. I was impressed. Literally nothing they could add that would make me want to play Fortnite, not even Hatsune Miku. When they added Hatsune Miku, I was really tempted. I'm gonna be honest with you, I was very tempted. I was almost about to do it, but no, I can't. I can't play Fortnite. It's not for me. The number of games we have with Switch 2 ports definitely indicates it could handle 14. Somebody said Cyberpunk was going to Switch 2. Is that true? Among Us. Hello, Among Us. Salutations, Lord. I'm popping in for my seasonal work to greet you. And you specifically. Gotta go, my manager is approaching. Okay, good luck, Among Us. Hey, Rath, my friend is debating. She said she would rather be called L ladies instead of E. What is an L lady? Is that like a new girl failure term? Yeah, Switch 2 is at least on spec with PS4. That's pretty sick. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it could run this. I think that's an I. Oh, oh, I'm sorry. I ladies. Okay. I thought we were trying to evolve girl failure there for a second. I am the girl failure here today. Don't mind me. I think I ladies is pretty good. E-girl is also pretty good. I've got 0 complaints either way. What's the uh-oh? Wrath, no? What happened? Is my internet dying? Is the stream dead? Everything looks okay. What? I let Mahogany, how could you? Did you just de-nuts me in my own stream? How dare you? How did you fall for this twice? When have I ever fallen for that before? What? Yeah, you're right. We do ban for that. Luda, you decide their sentence. Come on. Aren't you classic? I can't hit. Who needs a royal jester with a monarch? Pulls double duty. Okay, alright, breaking out the ban hammer for multiple people today. Have mercy, I'm a bed-burdened staff. You think my staff is free from being banned? Well, I always used to sit up here. Whenever I was grinding for the Shadowbringers mounts, the EX mounts, I would always just sit up here on this tower. Your sentence is wrath is gullible. Can you please use that in a sentence? Let me know if you need help with the 60 FPS OBS. Oh, true. I should probably take a look at that now. Hold on. The internet ghost in my house came through for me with a present the other day. They came to me with a present. They went over to my computer and they said, hey, look at this. And then they plugged in this magical box to a port on my computer that I did not know I had, called a USB-C. I didn't know my motherboard was recent enough to have a USB-C port. And then we just plugged the Ethernet into the USB-C port, and so now I'm on Ethernet again. And I have good internet now, so Ethernet is actually an upgrade. Wow. The mount you want is to be able to run like a Manderville man. That would be an amazing mount. Did I miss something? Why are we talking about e-girls? You missed me getting D's nuts, Callus and Ash. That's all. So, at some point here, yeah, maybe I can take a quick little peek at my OBS settings. I'm a little scared that my OBS will explode if I change anything, because you gotta understand, like, listen. Before stream, like a month, you know when I cleared Holminster Switch? I don't have the video for that. For some reason, my OBS plugin recorded the audio, but not the video. So, and then prior to that, it wasn't recording the audio, it was only recording the video. So, like, making changes to my OBS is very dangerous for the sake of videos. So I generally like to not. Wrath, who would win between the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and Mystery Inc. gang? Does the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have the Warrior of Light, and does the Mystery Inc. gang have the Scrappy Doo buff? What did you do? I don't know, it just did that. Well, time to delete your character and start again? Very true, true for real. Yes. So we're stuck with stream quality again because of Thunderclap? Yeah, basically, but at least stream quality was better than it was, you know? At least we got it to be decently good. It depends. Does Fred have time to plan? No Warrior of Light or Scrappy Doo? It's a tough one. That's a really tough one. I think at the end of the day... Oh, you know what? I've got a real good question for that. This will decide the fate of it. Is Y'shtola in her Yes Mommy arc? Or is she in A Realm Reborn Y'shtola arc? Oh, what am I doing? What is happening? Oh, there's the thing. Okay, cool. Does the fight follow slapstick rules? Yeah, it always has to. That's an important detail. When we're talking about Scions fighting a non-serious fight, it has to follow slapstick. So, proof for real. Excuse me? Is Y'shtola in her Yes Mommy arc? She is, but Velma is also in the Hex Girls. Okay, I think if Y'shtola is in the Yes Mommy arc, then the Scions win. But under any other circumstances, I'm pretty sure the Mystery Inc. gang would win. Is Thancred in his dad arc? That's also a good question, but I feel like Thancred's dad arc is almost a little more spaced out and not not good at keeping on track. Scooby-Doo versus the Hildebrand gang? Oh no, Hildebrand wins every time.
Hello Mr. Raffalion, long time your theme here.
Besides of the Seventh Dawn, I don't think their opposition has the ability to cast fireballs and go invisible. Yes, but the Scooby-Doo gang has cartoon powers, which is they get Looney Tunes. Anytime they get hit by a giant fireball, they just only get hit specifically on their butt, go flying up in the air and go wow, and then they land back and they're not on fire anymore. So it doesn't actually do meaningful damage. Unfortunately, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn do lose to the medium of comedic relief. Tataru solos them? Yeah, but we're not including Tataru. Tataru is a primal. We can't face them up against a primal. That would be cheating.
Let's give them a show.
Shaggy and Scooby make Alphino run 0.2 miles and he just dies? Yeah, exactly. You gotta remember that these characters are gonna be running through doors that don't exist, you know? Nobody is gonna be able to keep up with them. Alphino would be on the floor panting after the second door. I'm gonna be on. Who would Manderville family versus the Scooby-Doo gang? Definitely Manderville. Yeah, I've got no questions or concerns about that. You bring out Mama Manderville, it's over. The mystery is solved, and they are the mystery. We forgot that Scooby is also primal. I don't know how in the world you could believe that Scooby-Doo is a primal. What amount of belief and prayer does Scooby-Doo get? Out of all the Scions who would raid the fridge with Shaggy? If we're talking about going for Scooby snacks, it would probably have to be like Oriange or Tank. Like, there's not really maybe a Stinian, now that I think about it. Can you prove he's not a prime? I suppose you're correct. I can't. Everybody's asleep. Wow, what a great way to show that they're not dead for real, probably. Hi, Cat. What's going on? Oh, we go up the stairs. Hello, Yelmoran Soldier. I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. I completely forget the plot of early Shadowbringers. Like, I've got no clue what's happening right now, and I don't think I want to know what's happening. I'm glad to just have no idea. Why are they asleep? Who did this? When Philly out here yelling for you to lock in, I'm just doing my best, okay? Head empty, you did this? Oh, okay, great. Wait, why do I look like this? Where did Solo's outfit come from? What is this outfit? Alright, well, now we have moved the boxes just barely enough that... Nope, okay, never mind. Where did the child go? Where am I going? Here we go. This way. Of course, of course. It's bedtime, duh. True. That is true. Wait, aren't we in Lakeland right now? If we're in Lakeland, then it shouldn't be bedtime. It should be time for like a midday nap at best. For context, the Crystal Monarch didn't get invited to the slumber party and sent an army as an overreact. For... Hey, this is for your own protection. I'm an old man, don't mind me. Trying to get my granddaughter back for her birthday party. Oh, hey, you can't kill me. What the heck? Where's this dragon coming? Let me hit him. Some people are probably going to be very angry at me for this, but I'm saying it anyway because it's going to be funny when they're angry at me. But I completely forgot this character existed. The only reason I still had the tiniest bit of semblance that he was there in the video game is because of E11, where giant dad has his dragon. Hey. You are no Zen. So stop pretending to be a Zen. I'll just beat you up. Fate Breaker mentioned. Let's go. No, you are correct. Okay, great. Glad to hear. Ranjit is the hired clan, you know, for this lumber part. Oh, true. It's an incredibly lukewarm take, my lord. Okay, great. I'm glad to hear. You cannot hurt me. I am invulnerable to your attack. In fact, I'm so invulnerable to your attacks that I just take them at face value. You can do nothing to me, Ranji. Gukumats, do my bidding. What? My man named his dragon Gukumats? What? This is the best day of my life. I love this creature. I'm beating you and taking Gukumats for myself. He deserves to be with me. Me gone gaga. But in Dragon. This guy just really likes Final Fantasy. Was that the game it was from? I don't know what's happening. I'm confused. I just want guy die. Excuse me, guy. Could you do me a favor, die? Thank you. Oh, the Nexus of Thunder. Watch out. He's summoning a cross pattern in the center of the arena. I have your measure. The game is up. What do you mean the game is up?
It's over.
You've done nothing. Oh, alright, well. Yep. Well, I'm back at half health, so I could just stand up. Gugumats means killer of solo ones in his native language. Oh, I see. At least he's hot. Like, he's not Xenos hot, but at least he's hot. The man or the dragon? I'll never tell. I will also say...
Here in the shadow of the northern ranges lay the great kingdom of Verbert.
Well, it's a good thing I didn't skip this one.
A nation with a proud history that the Sin Eaters cut short.
You...
Just like all the rest. Since that time, these lands have become a haven for Fey folk.
Wow.
Dreamers frolicking amidst the ruins of a forgotten realm.
Ilmeg. Wow.
We should be safe enough here.
Ranjit is a character, I suppose. You know, he's hot. He's not Xenos hot, but he's like a little hot. Who's ready for Say Chat quests? I'm ending the stream. Hello, Thancred. Thank you. Hello. Hello. Thank you. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Thank you. Where did Thancred come from? I don't know. He's over here being a dad. Ew, Meg, quote from Peter Griffin. I see we have some Family Guy funny scenes 347 enjoyers here in the chat. Family Guy funny moments, episode 473. Minute 2 and 43 seconds is my preferred. Is one going to be doing tribal? I don't really plan to do any of the allied societies. They exist. Wow. I would love to hire an Amara. Okay, well, never mind. I guess I can't. Well, whoa, dragon. Wait, hold on, Raiden. Could you do me a favor? Could you just stand right here on these rocks real quick? Just like in this spot specifically. With the dragon, of course. Yes, perfect, perfect, fantastic. Yes, absolutely fantastic. Chat, I have to give you another hot take real quick. I hate these dragons. I absolutely hate them. I hate them so much. When they added the Gwibbers to the game, and they said we were going to get dragon mounts for clearing the EXs, I was so excited. I was so excited. And then, instead of giving me dragons, instead of giving me the cool dragons that I've gotten to see through this whole game, I got Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea instead. I don't want this. Why are they fat? I don't want fat dragons. Give me my cool snaky dragons. Like Altaroy. Altaroy is a pretty good. Look, like this is amazing. This would top tier, one of the best mounts in the entire game. Okay? But like the Gwibbers are a little ridiculous. Come on. Are going to hurt their feelings? Yeah, you know what? That's fine. I do not hate this take. I just don't like big chubby fat dragons. I prefer this style of dragon. Thank you, Ebony, for showing us the Altaroy. I much prefer the kind of snake dragon. I just think when Western dragons can look very good if they do not give them the biggest stomach on the planet. Because, like, it turns into a child's cartoon as soon as the dragon becomes more round than they are, like, long. And so I do not like the Gwibber builds. They're silly little guys, that's true. But I don't want a silly little guy. I want him to be cool, you know? What about the D&D movie Dragon Level Chunky? That's what I mean, right? Like, that's the very cartoony Western dragon look. And I'm much more prone to the, like, very thin snake-like Eastern dragon. Monster Hunter does wyverns, but you know what I mean. They do the shape very well because, you see, it is not anywhere near as chubby as it is long, and so it is a lot more foreboding. When they just make it a circle, it just makes it cute. And I love cute things, don't get me wrong, but like, I don't want it to be cute, I want it to be a cool dragon. You know? The axolotl is pretty worth it, but I don't know. I don't like the Gwibbers very much. I love their final form. I like two of the Gwibbers. The Gwibbers that I like are the Innocence Gwibber and the Titania Gwibber. And then all of the weapon Gwibbers I did not like. Because once you put, like, the armor pieces on them to try and make them look cool, but then they're still the same little guys, it's just a little bit ridiculous. It's just a little ridiculous. Like, look at that. It's great. Oh, I love them. All right. Anyway, that's my opinion on dragons for the day. I hope you enjoyed. Solomon saying Gwibber too much. No, the sound has lost all meaning. I've tried my best. All right. A lot of anti-little guy propaganda. I love little guys. These are not the little guys that we need. The little guys that we need are more axolotls, okay? He likes Dragonair, but not Dragonite. I like Dragonite because Dragonite is meant to be a silly little guy, and he's a silly little guy in a Pokemon game where you have a bunch of silly little guys. We're comparing this bird And all of the dogs from Stormblood. Hold on. Do I have any dogs? I don't think I do. I don't think we've done any Stormblood EXs. But we're comparing all of the dogs and all of the horses and all of the, like, the Kirin and the Ninetail dog with this silly little fat dragon. You know? This just, it's what it was not what I was expecting. Is the different. Dogless behavior. You know what? Fight me. I will not say anything. Oh, you don't have a name? How very, very sad. I could have had so much fun with it. I don't know what's happening here. This is... Hello, my name is Solo Only. No, only Solo, a wonderful name. Pretty like morning dew and funny little caterpillars. I don't know, I've been beckoned. What is happening? Hey, what is your name? I did both of these answers. I'm being beckoned. Fey magics have taken hold and your will is not entirely your own. So what, I just go slightly slower? Okay. I'm glad Fey magics are not as scary as they used to be. Back in my day, you know, you get stuck with the Fey magics, it's over. There was that one horror game that came out a while ago that was like you're a call center support and people would call in about Fae taking over their home and you would have to guide them to things, guide them on how to get rid of them. This is basically that. Okay, well, I've been beckoned once again. How many times will we click the same spot? Listen, you gotta understand. Home safety hotline. Yeah, that's the one. I hate that one. Spoiler alert. DoesTheDogDie.com would definitely say terrible things about this video game. Well, I found my looking grass and I am still beckoned. Hello, Thancred. I've also learned recently that DoesTheDogDie.com has expanded out past just Does the Dog Die into a lot of content warnings, which I very much appreciate because I do not like many a things, and all of those many a things, a lot of them are included in just random media for no reason whatsoever, and it always makes me very angry. It's just how it goes. It's just the life that we have to live. So it's nice to get warnings beforehand. Yeah, the site expanding was a bit. Yeah, it's very, very nice. I'm glad that they continue. Why do I have 3 main quests? Hello? Does the dog die? Should just have a wanted poster of your oh, man. The shock value, yeah, I don't like shock value stuff. 80% of shock value things, I'd say, are just the worst things that have ever happened. And they have no purpose and I hate them. But one thing that's like a constant is just there's too much media that just wants to do terrible things to people off screen and then just tell you all about them in terrible detail, and that's the character's entire backstory. I do not want this in my life. Just don't do that. Why would you ever? There's too much media. You can stop there. True for real. If you're not willing to show it on screen, I promise you there's a reason you're not willing to show it on screen, and it's because you can't. So why are you making me think about it or look at it? Just let me play my video game. Let me watch my TV show. I don't need to be assaulted. Where am I going? That's one reason why I don't care much for A Song of Ice and Fire. A lot of stuff happens just for shock value. I feel like Game of Thrones is kind of like its own wonderful little thing of everything has to be like extremely horny or shock value. Which, like, honestly, go off. True for real. But I don't know if I could ever watch that. Content warnings are great because while it's important for art to challenge you, you also have a right to say, I can't handle this subject right now, so you can have the art and let people think. Exactly. That's, listen, I am reading, I am watching, I am experiencing this thing to be happy in my spare time. Warn me about the horrific things you're about to do if you're about to do horrific things. Hello, Poro. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. I already got this Aetherite. I don't know why I thought I didn't. If I have to talk to the gemstone traders in every zone, right? I can't earn the gemstones from Fates until I do that. We are at a point where I can start doing these things for stuff. Writing maps could be good. I could use this for cordials, actually. That's huge. Yeah, cordials would be fantastic. I've never been able to get cordials before. Outside of, like, the watered cordials that you could craft. No, you just get them? Oh, okay. I like being challenged by art, but also a cat to be slightly hurt, and I'm absolutely crying. Yeah, because why would you ever do that? They're pure and wonderful little creatures that do not deserve this thing. Talk to them to earn fate points. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Okay. Yeah. How's the Shadowbringers hunts coming? I haven't done any hunts so far. This is the thing, right? We're in Shadowbringers now, which means I am very hesitant to just do A ranks and the like from this point on. So I am relying on those daily hunts and weekly hunts, but I haven't been able to keep up with it just because I've been a little too focused on being the whole living thing and also working on this video. But hopefully I will be able to get into it soon. Hopefully. I've been watching a lot of stuff recently, chat. I've spent most of my time outside of editing the video watching Attack on Titan. And I don't know why, but every time I'm watching Attack on Titan, Vinland Saga somehow just comes up. Is that a good show? Is that an enjoyable experience, or is it terrible? One worm enemy is like a favorite reused enemy. It's definitely an experience. And not for someone like you, I don't think. I see. There are some things that my dear friends have warned me about. Luda and Apprentice have given me some very heavy warnings throughout my whole life. One of those warnings is that I am never allowed to watch Grave of the Fireflies. And I am never allowed to watch... what was it? Promised Neverland? I think. Hold on. Yeah, I'm never allowed to watch Promised Neverland. I have a list of things that my friends have told me I cannot ever watch. So, you know. Sure, the fireplace would literally tear you to pieces. Yeah. Yeah. I expect as much at this point. I'm just a silly little guy. I can only handle so much. So don't watch Grave of the Fireflies because it's a very sad anime, but it is very good. Oh yeah, no. You gotta understand. Their rating of you're never allowed to watch this never comes as like, oh, it sucks. It always comes as you will never recover from this. Do not watch it. And you know what? I appreciate that. While I've been watching through AOT, I've actually just had to like... There's been scenes in the show where I just have to mute it. I can't watch it, I can't listen. I just need it to be over with. Specifically starting in season 2 when they started getting, instead of taking the 5 seconds for people to scream for their lives, just like usual, now they take 45 seconds for people to scream for their lives and they make it the most horrific screaming imaginable. So I just get to mute the show during those and not watch it anymore. Which is pretty epic. Hello, the Solo Man. I am come to watch. I am the head owl, but hello. Hello, Book Lefay. Hello, the Lefay book squared book. The book? How head owl do? Happen what? Where have been? Good see. Welcome. Rest much get. Cheer Squad, get ready to bully him for say chat quests. Thank you for not being here, Cheer Squad. I'm gonna ban anyone that's near me. Just don't mind that. Here you go, Lala. I got you your fruit. Congratulations. Pant? Pant. We fixed Pant. Hold on. Pant is also very high durability, so we find other Pant to fix. The raptor skin skirt from my ninja. How goes it? It's going pretty good, Tim. It's going pretty good. Solo help, hello. I cannot help you, I'm Solo. How's it going? So what can I do for you? Hello? You've reached the Solo hotline. Your call is very important to us. You'll be answered by the next available representative. The current wait times are 17 hours. Where am I going? I did a thing. I just did a thing. What was that thing? I completed a quest. I see. And then I repaired my chest piece. I see. And a minion roulette. I see. Hello, goodbye Nathaniel, and hello Vathaniel. How are we doing? Any tips for unsinking Bismarck and Ravana EX? I want to get them out. Be max level, have max level gear, and then kill them. No, I don't want. Fail. Oh. Hey. Okay. Your voice rings out in your mind. So, my sapling has finally remembered about his lovely branch. What do you mean, remember? Should I half-hearted call? You may as well lop me off and cast me aside. I am no sapling. Please fail all. No, why did that not work? Why did that? Oh, Please, hold on. Please fail all. I need you. They tricked me. They put it on multiple lines. Come on. No. No more Sage. I can't take it, man. No. Loveliest of precious. Oh, loveliest of branches. Please grant me your succor. You are stinky. Thank you. Yeah?
You're late! Late!
God bless the Scottish. Ah, yes. This is... There was something about this a bit ago. I don't know if it was like one of the Genshin Impact company games that had one of the voice actors for their character be Scottish. But man. Something about a Scottish accent in my video game. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's flawless. Absolute master.
I've been waiting for you to summon me ever since you came here. Waiting.
I don't know who you are. See you later. Also, is Viper a decent class for unsyncing earlier content? You want to unlock it, but I also like Gunbreaker and Viper is pretty good. You're only in post Stormblood level 74 if I remember correctly. You should be able to manage it at that point. You just want to be able to do big bursts of damage. So long as you have Continuum unlocked on Gunbreaker, get yourself a full set of the fancy level 70 gear, the augmented stuff, and then just try and burst the bosses as much as you can. Yippee! Viper is pretty good for unsyncing stuff, but I mean everything is good for unsyncing earlier content. If you go in just normal unsynced, it'll give you the epic echo buff, and for Heaven's Word and A Realm Reborn, they're very, very big buffs. So I wouldn't really be too worried about what class you want to do, but you've got plenty of classes you can do. And feel free to just play the video game. Take your time. Level it up with the daily roulettes while you level Gunbreaker with your main scenario quest or something, you know? Like the Icelandic accent of Vieira more, personally. I mean, you are simply incorrect, but also you're not really that wrong. Also pretty sick, but I don't know. There's something about a good Scottish accent for voiceover work that just, I don't know what it is, but it really just adds a lot. Maybe it's because my brain has associated Scottish accents with being fantasy creatures. I'm too used to dwarves having Scottish accents. It's a masterpiece. It's 10 out of 10. You love Ilmeg even more after the update? What update? Did they update the zone? Oh, you're talking about the lighting update from Dawn Trail, maybe. It is gorgeous. Not gonna lie, it took me a while to warm up to Scottish pixies. It is a tragedy. Flying RP walk speed is the same as regular mount speed. Is that real? Oh, hello, Artbert. Why are you Artbert, Ruby? Where the heck did you get that little mount? What is that? I want to be carried by the pixies. That's fantastic. As someone who's obsessed with dwarves, and if they're ever in a D&D game I run, and giving the dwarves French accents just to troll them, oh, how could you? Guest star Artbert, sponsored by Scion TM. Just a funny little joke Twitch, don't ban me. This is not an unmarked sponsored stream. There is no actual sponsor. It's a funny joke. Do not ban me. It's one of the variant dungeon modes. I see. Okay. How's the venture coming along? It's doing pretty good. You know, I think it's pretty alright. Wait, then what did you give you all that money for? What do you mean? Wait, what do you want? Did you take up astrology? Did you lose weight? Did you lose weight? You look different. Did I lose weight? It is of flesh thou speakest, I cannot rightly say. This is like, your friend comes in and is like posing and showing off and trying to very obviously show you something that's changed about them, and you're just like, wow, did, are those new shoes? Did you get, no, that was a joke, I knew that one. You're wearing a shirt now. Oh, that must be it. Hello, Uyanzi. I have a question, chat. How do you pronounce Urianje's name? Was anyone tricked into calling him Urianger? Because I was tricked into calling him Urianger. When I first started playing the game, I was very confident his name was Urianger. My friends called him the Gene guy. How dare. No? What do you mean? Come on. It's okay with me too. At least somebody understands. Oh, I was supposed to... Oh, but these guys are giving me nuts. I had a greater and more important mission than capturing you. I need your nuts. It was just a 1 of 1 for the nuts, so doesn't matter. Go into this box. He started taking off his clothes and heavens were to never stop. Come on. The Urianger glow up and Shadowbringers made my brain go. Well, yeah, I'm pretty big on his Oh wow, Urianger, there you are. I've been looking for you. Did you gain weight? You're a lot more round than I remember. You're a lot more spherical than I remember. Oh, you know, you've got some new like scars and stuff. You must be battle. There you go. Orbular. I need your nuts. Wrath, please. It's important. By 8.0, I expect his skirt to be slit to show off his legs. Oh, see? I hadn't thought about that, but that is the next step. You know what else is the next step? Progressing in the video game. Whoa. That's pretty wacky foot time if I do say so myself. Alright. What am I doing, chat? Any scars that they would have received in Shadowbringers would not show up later. Really? Are we sure that's how that works? I think you might be right. Yeah. But then how do they get their clothes back? That's the thing that nobody explains. Nobody had the courage to ask. How do they get their clothes back? I'm asking the hard-hitting questions. Tataru makes them? Boo! 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 Tataru, never seen this clothes before in their life, has no idea what they look like, no clue, just going off of like some vague ideas, and Tataru gives a complete perfect recreation without adding any Tataru flair? No, that's not true. Not true. I don't believe it. Nope, don't believe it. Nope. Boo. I'll take some Night World silver pieces. Don't mind if I... It's another fail old prank. Oh, I see. There's something called fitting. I feel like I'm being attacked. The key to the castle. Am I going to be crowned the king? Fighting the Rathalos while watching Wrath? Sign me up. Oh, speaking of, we should do our Rathalos for today. How about, you know... What am I doing? Investigate the untouchable gate. How am I supposed to investigate it if it's untouchable? Why does my horse... Oh, it's the Titan horse. Alright, never mind. I was gonna say, why is my horse just, like, constantly leaving a trail of mud everywhere it walks? Like, are their feet that dirty? But no, it's the Titan horse. That makes sense. Understandable. Will it be time to gamba soon? I suppose so. What are we gambaing today, chat? Are we going to gamba for the Rathalos chest? Are we going to gamba for first try clear? Oh, the bushes are watering the bushes. Man, things are so efficient here in Illinois. A frog is threatening me with a knife. Things are efficient here. This is fantastic. All right. I don't see a gate here, everybody. Don Meg is now accessible. And Don Meg is unlocked. Chat, quick. Say something funny so it makes it into the video. It's all you, chat. Good luck. I believe in you.
Don Meg me turn this stream around.
It does pretty something. You can chat. Something funny? Come on. You did the thing already. It was Ardbert being kidnapped. It's very true. Funny chat message.exe. Okay, that one wins it, honestly. That one definitely wins it. Okay, I hope you enjoy growing into a beautiful maid. What does that mean? You know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, alright. No, it's not time for Pretty Dungeon. First, we have an obligation to uphold. Unrestricted party. We kill the Rathalos. Then we'll do the done. Speaking of, start a prediction. Start prediction. Rat test. Yes. No. Alright, chat. You got 2 minutes to participate in this prediction for the rat chest. Why did you listen to the Twitter DMs? How dare you? How dare you? Ruby, that's not very TOS friendly. Twitch would murder me if I said. Why is the non-believing message the amusing one? Now I'm conflicted. I'll make sure that they're both equally amusing next week. I'm sorry to have failed you. Believe... Oh, okay, you know what? Maybe it is a non-believer kind of day. How did I get hit by that? And we're getting hit by this. Oh, no, okay, perfect. I'll take the iframe. Thank you very much. Well, it looks a bit different. Well, you know, Capcom did sponsor me to try it out early, so we're just playing on an early build. Wouldn't Twitch murder you for claiming they would murder you? Oh, absolutely. I'm sure. Would. The local wildlife have come to defend their territory. Look out, everybody! Look out! Okay, yep, okay, yep, yeah, no, yep, yeah, perfect, yeah, fine, yeah, amazing. Fantastic. I've used 2 potions. It is the start of... Why are you targeting me? What did I ever do to you? Okay, you were just eaten right in front of me. Oh my god. What is going on with this Rathalos fight? Oh my god. Oh. Wow, okay. That sure was a video game experience. Hi, everybody. Is this vote for just chest or a mount drop? It's just any chest. Oh wow, that's gore of my favorite. That's gore of my comfort sheep. Alright. Alright. I am now invulnerable. You cannot defeat me. Burr, burr. Everything's gonna be fine. Nobody has to worry about anything. I know exactly what I'm doing. Just calm down. Just take it slow. I'm a trained professional. Please don't try this at home. Fighting gigantic flaming dragons is non-advisable by untrained professionals. You know, that's always a weird note. I mean, I get that if you're a professional, we're all doomed. Mac, how dare you? So, like, I understand that the point that they're trying to get across is that the professional is able to do this thing consistently and safely because of their training, but, like, that does also imply that there is an untrained professional. What would an untrained professional even be? I cannot think of a single field where that would be even close to enough. Somebody who lied on their resume. True for real. Don't you stare at me. I never claimed to be a professional. Aren't we looking at one? Come on! Yeah. Why are you so mean to me today? What did I do to deserve it? I might have survived it if the burn tick didn't. And then we would have been rid of it. But unfortunately, the burn tick happened. Ow! Please, have mercy. No, wait, please! So long as I have 18,000 health. All right. And okay. Died of the burn, it's fine. We already cleared that dungeon. It doesn't matter. My shoes are broken. Chat, how could you let my shoes break like that? You're supposed to get me to not do that. It's all gonna be fine. This is the easiest video game that's ever been created, and there's no problems at all. All very simple and clean. It's the way that you are making me feel tonight. It's hard to let it go. Hold me. Whatever lies beyond this morning is a little later on. The darkness and the future doesn't scare me at all. The things like things behind me. What I me on this morning is a little later on. The darkness of the future doesn't scare me. And no chest. Alright, unfortunate. Congratulations, non-believers. You did it. No, congratulations. No chest. And content ID. Alright, well. Yeah, unfortunately, it does look like the YouTube stream is gone forever. Okay. Hello. Time to become a big man. Am I becoming a big man? I want to be a big boy. Oh, can I even fix these? I can. Let me go. Alright. We're swapping back to warrior. It is time for whatever the heck this is called. What is this dungeon? It's level sync time, baby. Don Meg. Don Meg me did. Yeah, somebody in chat already made that joke. Can't steal that one. Nope. What was it? I'm gonna drink, chat. I gotta get it. You gotta hold on. It's fine. Chat, just hold on. Just give me just 1 second. Just wait. Just wait to check. Wait to check and check. Give me 1 minute. Bye. speaking, I should be experiencing new culture, right? So I should be doing what the Canadians do and drinking maple syrup as my drink. But I don't think I'm ready to do that just yet. I have a 1 liter fancy glass bottle of maple syrup in my fridge that are supposed to be for my non-brand name waffles. Coward? Alright. Alright, let me just get up the recorder on my phone. Are you a local maple syrup? Am I doxing myself with this one? Possibly. This does not look like a local maple syrup. I'm just gonna, you know what? Hold on. I need a towel with which to hide the maple syrup. Perfect. Alright, Chad, you want to call me a coward? That's fine. Call me a coward all you want. Here's your maple syrup. In a cup. And now, as the Canada do, I drink the maple syrup. It's great. That tastes so good. That, wow. That is possibly the densest liquid that has ever entered my mouth. I am going to see a doctor. I'm gonna see him streams ending early shit. Yeah, right. There you go. I'm no longer a cow. Jet, I have a new problem. I put the maple syrup into a cup. I do not know how to get the maple syrup out of the cup. Peer pressure is bad, kids. Don't let others convince you to drink really viscous liquids. Very true. Hot water? Water? You're a sink. I kind of assumed that one. Come on. Are you asking why I drank maple syrup, Kin, is because chat called me a coward. How many subs to do molasses next? I don't even know how to get molasses. Procrastinating Don Meg? You know what? You're right. We're procrastinating Don Meg. I'm going in. Pull me in. It's a good thing I have this tasty drink of nondescript, zero sugar, lemon iced tea. Cracking open a cold one with the gamers. Ugh. Oh, that tastes so bad now. That's so bad. Don't make it is, baby. Don't remember the mobs being any more dangerous than Holminster. Yeah. I feel like I remember dying in Dawn Meg a lot more, though.
And then racing you as synced BLU.
But you're only giving me a 60-minute head start. What are you doing? Hey. No watering the plants. I feel like if I did not interrupt that, that would have been very You're just gonna sit there not doing anything for like 20 minutes. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is fine. This is nothing compared to Holminster. I'm glad Holminster was a one-off. I'm very glad. I could probably very comfortably AoE these groups down. Silently cry as a healer if that doesn't get interrupted. I almost want to not interrupt it just to know what it does, but like I also don't want to do that. Like that just sounds like a terrible idea. Permanently buffs a big ad? Ooh, okay. Make my monster grow. Oh! Grow, my pretties, grow! Take this cramped old castle. Let's play in the forest. Gamma on first instance completion of dungeon. Ver, would you mind? Luda, if you do not mind? Our dear Luda, our dear Ver one down. I've thought of a really funny idea, okay? Hold on. Bear with me for a sec. Really funny idea, real quick. What if I just, like, kill the enemies? What's the buff I have for this? Surging Tempest. It's a warrior's basic buff. You get it from either using Storm's Eye with your 1-2-3 combo, or by just doing 1-2 overpower mental thrust for your AoE. Either one will cause you to generate the buff. Ludicolo is currently making cinnamon buns and is unavailable. I thought Luda said I still had another hour. Maybe an hour isn't enough. I'll go in when you reach the last boss. Come on. Well, yeah, you're right. I am probably going to need that long, but come on. What if you kill an Nemeth? Oh, on the right side, the star? That is called the Preferred World Bonus. It's the road to 90, which basically means since I'm on a world that gets that buff, I get doubled experience for anything below level 90 combat. And unlike a lot of experience bonuses, it is doubled experience from every source. So it'll double my quest experience, it'll double a lot of other cool stuff. Does it also work for crafting? Well, there you go. Works for crafting as well. Easy, easy. Especially since you know the second boss is weak to Jim. That's pretty sick. We love a doomable boss in this house. Double the quick dungeon completion bonus. Yeah, exactly. I get double my swift completion. It works out perfect. Except I don't get that anymore on Warrior, because Warrior is level 91. Unfortunately. If solo was a stratagem, what kind of stratagem would solo be? I mean, it depends. If I turned a solo into a stratagem, he would probably be the super nuke that everybody has to run away from. Because if you're anywhere within like 2,000 feet of him, you just die. I think that's the most solo-coded stratagem we could do. Ow. If we make me into a stratagem, probably something more along the lines of the accidental fire, where every time you shoot your weapon, it has a 14% chance to be redirected away from the enemy that you're shooting at and immediately into your closest ally's head. I think that would probably be the goal. Was the syrup worth it? No, I'm still feeling the effects of the syrup. It still hurts. 0 minute journey in progress, always a good sign. I'm assuming that you have possibly one of the worst instances, but I don't know what that would be, because I kind of like all of the instances now. Solo has been poisoned. Healer, Asuna, healer, hello? Where's my Asuna? Hate to break it to you, but Canadians do not drink maple syrup. Yeah, Canadians don't. The Canadians do. You're thinking of a different place. I'm in Canada. Had someone insta-leave Shisui before? Well, you know, understandable. Seen a shocking amount of healers not use this unit. Well, you have to remember, right? You are able to say this. You are able to say that there's a shocking amount of people that don't do X. You play video games, right? Final Fantasy XIV is not aimed at people that play video games. I'm gonna be honest with you. The thing that has made Final Fantasy XIV so successful, the thing that has made Final Fantasy XIV into one of the biggest MMOs in the entire market, is because Final Fantasy XIV is a casual MMO. You don't have required daily grinds to try and keep up with everybody else. You don't have like 7 stages of the things you have to do every single possible day. Otherwise, you won't be allowed to do anything. That's just not how it works. This is a coordinate stuff. That's just not how it works with this. And that's a good thing. This is a positive. This is a good thing. It is good and it is nice and it is wonderful to have an MMO where people are able to just enter without having all that much experience with MMOs. And I think it's very good. The other side of it, though, is for people who do play MMOs, it's a very strange experience because you see a lot of people that, for you, it might feel like, oh, this person is acting like they've never played an MMO before in their life. They've never done any of these things before. They probably haven't. I mean, in EX rates? I mean, even then, maybe that's their very first EX rate. Maybe they've got no clue what's going on. Also, I will say that Asuna is very rarely used in EXs, between, like, ARR to Shadowbringers. I can't think of a single one. But I'm definitely wrong. I feel like there's at least one in that group. I just can't remember which. So, like, it's the sort of thing that people forget. 14 was like your third MMO after Jumpstart and Math. Math Blaster is peak MMO gaming. Absolute peak. Wow. Just fantastic. But yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and try to defend it and say, no, you can't be mad at these people. I'm just saying that you gotta remember that there's another human being on the other side of the screen. And for as much as our anonymity online lets us say mean things whenever we want, sometimes we gotta try and remember that you are more prone to saying mean things online because you don't have that human connection. You don't see this other person's face. It's the same thing with when you're driving a car. You're much more prone to be angry at the other people that you're driving around when they do stupid things because you can't see them. You just see the car being an idiot. And so you think, wow, whoever's driving that is an idiot. But, like, you wouldn't say that if you saw them. So we can be a little... Just remember that everybody's their own silly little game. And there's no threat of being punched in the face. That's true. I fear that threat at all times, even when people try to convince me the threat is not there. I promise you it's there. I could be punched in the face from anything. Also because you were that person. Yeah, no question. Definitely. But I will say, the way that I framed it that makes it great for me is it's just funny now. Like, true. This healer doesn't know what Asuna is. So now all of a sudden I'm fighting this boss, and this boss has changed from fight the boss normally to kill the boss before I die to Doom. And that is the funniest thing that's ever happened. How could you say no to that? Come on. That was great. And that's why cars are quite possibly the worst thing on the planet. I do dislike cars. I can agree there. Hello, Senna. How are you doing? Senna, are you gonna play Minecraft with me? I gotta defeat the frog. There'll be no wilting flowers on my watch. Actually, there will be. You're about to be fired from your position. Clearly, you've never had to drive in New Jersey. I had to drive in New Jersey too many times. That's why I still get angry at other people driving, okay? I'm not going to pretend like I don't do that. Because, man, it's ridiculous. But I have a right to do that. Because I drove through Washington, D.C. And that is not something I would wish upon my worst enemy. Driving through Washington, D.C. at, like, 10 p.m. is just not okay. It's convinced me that I don't think they actually have to take a driving test before they get their license. Okay, maybe that was a little too... is very fun. Hello and goodbye. I'm going to the movies. Oh, fun. I hope you have a good time at the movies. Give me some popcorn. hit the funny button and we somehow don't die, and then everything is good. Yeah, wonderful. Great pun. Alright, that's big damage, so you get to die. Congratulations! You've won an all-expense paid trip to hell. That's the stupidest joke masterpiece, absolute masterpiece. Oh, hello, Red. I've been napping. And also, hi, Solo. Hello. How is it going? I hope your nap has been going well. I am also going through a problem that only people in good positions can go through, and so I kind of hate it, but allow me to tell you a story, Chad. So, before I moved, I used to have a house, you know? In this economy, crazy thing to have. But allow me to tell you about this home. I managed to purchase this house with as much debt as humanly possible. Because this house was like absolute dirt cheap. Like, I could not have bought a good dinner for the price that I purchased this house at. This house was falling apart for the entirety of the time that I lived there. And basically, I got this house, and as I was like looking at the house, it's very weird, but I wasn't in love with it. It was fine, whatever. And then the realtor was like, no, it's a good house. Listen, you should totally get this house. And so I was like, okay, fine. You're saying there's the problems that I'm seeing aren't real, so fine, I will listen to you. You are the realtor, you are the professional. And so I got the house. This house cost me too much money because the realtor came back to me the next day and was like, oh, somebody put in a cash offer for the house. So if you want it, you're gonna have to like raise the amount of money that we're offering. And so I was like, okay, what do you suggest I raise it to? And they were like, no, I can't make that decision for you. You have to be the one to do it. And so I raised it by an absolutely insane amount that no one should ever do. More than they asked for it by a significant number. And it was terrible. And then I was like, do you think this is too much? Should I be doing this? And they were like, yeah, no, totally, you should do that. That's a great idea. So I got this house. I had to go into insane amounts of debt to repair the thing because the house was not good, actually. My realtor was terrible, lied to me, and just used me to get as much money out of me as possible. That realtor was a horrible person. And now I'm no longer in that house because that house is not great. So I'm trying to sell the house. And do you know what the problem with trying to sell a not good house is that you got for particularly cheap? Nobody wants to buy it. And I am basically at this point, my new realtor, who has been very nice, has come back to me a good few times and said, okay, listen, we gotta put it at like, we're putting it at like the break-even price. This should maybe hopefully make it so that you don't have to spend money to sell the house. I'm probably gonna have to spend money to sell this house. So very, very non-common problem. I am of the opinion at this point that for me to be able to sell the house I used to live in, I will basically have to pay someone to take it. Turn it into a haunted house, why not? Good idea. Hello, frog creature. This is very interesting to listen to. If you're buying it, okay. Okay, yeah, great. Okay, yep, I'm not reading them. That's fine. My suggestion is just like, unfortunately, you cannot assume that your realtor has your best interest in mind. They probably have their best interest in mind. So, if you see a problem that you think is like a little problem, maybe, and then you ask them about it, and they're like, no, it's not a problem at all. Assume it's still a major problem. Please and thank you. I wish you the best. And just so we understand, I'm definitely never going to be able to buy another house. I only got that one because of how terrible a place it was and how rural the area was that it was in. I lived in a town of like 4 people, basically. Which is why my internet was not great. But you know, I can't really sustainably do that when I have streaming as one of my jobs. The party sack does surprisingly small amounts of damage. 12k is not that bad. This is bad though. Have you figured out where you're living once the 6 months are up? No, not just yet. I'm gonna take that slowly as I get there, because right now it's enough to try and figure out how I'm living here. This wonderful place, absolutely beautiful spot that I've been renting. I'm very happy with it. It is still a little bit of a mess, but that's fine because it's a much more livable mess than the spot that I was just at for like 3 years. And that's honestly, could we ask for more than that? I should have been investing in real estate. I wasted time in my mother's womb. I should have been buying real estate when I was a fetus. Should have got a good deal when I was a fetus. Okay, you are a little bit ridiculous. Love you? And comment down to the thing. What is this? Is this a new one? Lion's Blood? No, this is this one. Okay, great. So I'm just hopeful that at some point the house will be gone and I don't have to deal with it anymore. But until then, you know, I will continue to suffer. Sitting in the break room at work and Wrath is in the Fey dungeon. Cruelty. I'm sorry, man. It had to happen. I knew that if I didn't do it now, while you were gone, you would never be able to recover. So, please forgive me. You really just dropped candy on your head, huh? Summon a natural disaster to destroy it so you can get an insurance. I would be so happy. Oh, please. For legal purposes, this is a joke. Meant for the purpose of being entertaining for my stream. This is not something that can be taken with legal context. I am an entertainer. As such, my jokes should not be taken as a form of any confession, statement, or premeditation of anything happening. Man, could you imagine if my house just kind of like somehow caught fire and burnt to the ground out of my control, and now all of a sudden I don't have to pay the house anymore because the insurance pays it all? What a dream. I certainly do not have access to a hurricane. So my advice to you, chat, is unfortunately to assume that your realtor just wants all of your money, and to never trust anyone. That's the moral of today's story. Federal authorities, no! He's conspiring to cause natural disasters. No, I'm not. I would never do such a thing. Come on, you know me. Come on. Let's reduce damage, but at least I can guarantee the crit heal. I'm doing a lot better on health right now as well. Thankfully, I'm 90% sure everything that Realtor did is very illegal where you live. Yeah, that would be very. At least the AoE part of this is really, really. There's no way I get hit by that. That's great. Absolutely bonkers. Why does nobody say bonkers anymore? Is that just me? Have I just not heard somebody saying it? Kids these days don't know how to bonkers anymore. All they know is Skibbity, Ohio, Riz, and just felt your spine wither like a flower deprived of water. This allows me to tell you another wonderful story. So, back when the internet ghost was at my house at my old place, I had a window at my house. It's a shocker, but it did exist. Cool window, very epic. My window was a very nice window, and I got a rose from a dinner that I went to, and so, you know, you cut the rose a little bit on the stem so that it could take water, you put it in a cup, and then you just take care of it for a little bit afterward. I did that, and there was at one point where I was thinking, like, you know, plants like water. So, why don't I give this rose some sunlight to get rid of all the water? I meant to say that plants like sunlight, but I committed. Just give the rose a little bit of sunlight. So I put it on my window where it can get the sunlight. And I put it behind my curtain. And then about 3 weeks later, my cat was playing behind the curtain, and I was like, oh, hello, cat. And then I went behind the curtain to see him, and I discovered that the rose was there in the cup of water, and the cup of water was stained with the rose's blood. I had abandoned it and left it to die on its own, and I am a terrible father. The moral of this story, don't trust me with your children. Don't trust me with taking care of your children. I am a terrible babysitter. I will just hide them behind a curtain and forget they're there. Please hire a professional babysitter and stop asking me to do it, Linda. I feel socially obligated to say yes because you're my coworker and my next door neighbor, but I don't want to. Should this instance timer be concerning? I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, a little bit. 30 minutes and I'm not done first boss is a tiny bit concerning. But at the same rate, you know, it's not like I've been having an easy time and just not doing the damage. This has been a pretty rough fight so far. I will hope that second boss or otherwise is easier for DPS. Speaking of succulents, that does remind me. I stayed with my parents for a little bit before moving to here, and my cats obviously went with me. We have a big window in the living room where they can go up and see the birds, because there's bird feeders right outside the window. The first day that they got there and were willing to go out into the living room, Kuro jumps up onto the little table. The boss is cleared. Bravo, bravo, very impressive. Thank you as well. It was good to see you, tiny frog creature. Goodbye. Just hope we have enough time now. Anyway, where am I going? Do I go this way? Okay, this way it is. Hold on. So my little creatures. Kuro jumps in, jumps up to start looking out the window, and immediately falls off of the table. But she falls over by first knocking over everything on the table, knocking it onto the ground, including a big flower container thingy, and a succulent and its bowl. And then she decides, okay, fine, I'm going back, round 2. She jumps back up, immediately falls back down again, straight into the succulent bowl. Thankfully, the succulents were particularly soft and not packed, but, you know, it was the funniest thing ever that day 2 of me being at this house, I come out to the living room to see that it is covered in dirt. So graceful indeed, my daughter. Oh, my baby. She tries, okay? She tries her best. My cat failed the cat that day? No, you misunderstand. Kuro fails the cat most days. She is about as ungraceful as a cat could possibly be. And I've accepted this about my child. That's okay. It's alright. It's gonna be fine. We just need to be a little careful about what is on nearby tables. We love a girl failure. Don't know. No, she is not orange. She is a void. Boy, 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 boy. Did you say she's a little prickly about it? No, she's very sweet, but that is a good idea. Orange in spirit. Yeah, that one I could see. Starting to feel like being an orange cat is more of like a horoscope thing than an actual fur coloring. Write that down, write that down. Okay. Alright, I'm glad we enjoyed that one. Give that a +2. Hold on. My pride and joy. Here we can see Dawnfast Echivore feasting on its prey. Actually, it looks like it's getting beaten up by a big can opener named Bill. Congratulations, you've done it. The first time I spoke to Cider, I love Cider. First time I spoke to Cider, this is the wrong way. The thing that they had just done their presentation at LunarCon for all the jobs and stuff, and they talked about my build being a can opener, and I felt so hurt. I was in so much pain. How dare they? But honestly, true for real. He's just the best can opener ever created. You gotta understand. This is very satisfying. As someone who has an older orange cat and a younger gray tabby, I can tell you that orange sure isn't a learned behavior. Sure is a learned behavior. Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry. My poor dumb gray baby. My babies are perfect in every way. Mizuki's a little bit of a brat. Mizuki does not like his new siblings, nor does Kuro, nor do their new siblings like them very much. But we're slowly getting them there. Very slowly, bit by bit, they are getting used to each other. It's just, both sides have this thing where they don't really understand what personal space is. Amber and Titan will, at the first few days when they were just meeting each other, would just basically just waddle straight up to my babies like it was the thing to do and be like, yeah, no, this is normal, hello, let me smell you. And then my babies have never interacted with another cat before, so they were like, whoa, red alert, what are you? And they were very angry about that. And now I'm slowly introducing them to each other and getting them to be happier with each other through the medium of treats. And anytime they're in the same room with each other, they get to have treats for a bit, just to give them that positive reinforcement. Close enough, welcome back, honey, be lovely. Yeah, you know what? Agreed. So basically, we were just starting with that. Now Mizuki does the thing where you gotta understand, he doesn't, if you take treats out, nothing else exists. Chests? Who gets chests? We don't need those. Nothing exists besides the treats, and he needs them. He needs all, give him the treats. So he no longer cares about his siblings. He could care less about them existing. He's fine. He doesn't care. Right up against them, right? Just nuzzle noses with them to steal the treat from under their nose. And then the other cats, our new little ones, are not very happy with that because they've gotten to the point now where they're like, okay, you get very angry when we go near you, so we're going to be angry if you go near us. And when Mizuki doesn't care because it's treat time, it kind of makes it a little horrific. So we're bouncing back and forth, but slowly they are learning to love each other a little bit, almost. No! I didn't get home gang in time. Alright, this does suck a little bit. I can definitely say that this dungeon is not good for time, at least. I really have to hope that second boss is easier, because we're not doing great so far. I very much have to hope that second boss goes down quick and easy. Welcome to Shadowbringers, my lord. True for real. Second boss definitely doesn't have body. Wow, definitely. I mean, on the other side, I don't have any gear upgrades. I still have a lot of gear upgrades that can be upgraded, you know? Maybe I should not do this. I was gonna say maybe I try and force the bigger group pull, but I'm pretty confident I would not be able to survive that. We did not stun in time, that's fine. Just kill it before it kills you, easy. True, actually, I hadn't considered that. But now that you mention it. Starting to think maybe I can't stun the bear. Don't mind the less than 1,000 HP. Just continue onwards like nothing happened. It's all gonna be fine. It's all gonna be fine. It's all gonna be fine. Okay. And now these little guys should be easy comparatively. Chat, you should be grateful. You should be thankful for being here today. I was thinking about streaming today, and I was like, you know what? What if I just have a, what if I just have an ice cream cookie sandwich instead? Because I can't have an ice cream cookie sandwich right before I stream, because if I do, then I'll be very phlegmy. Dairy does that to you. Fun fact. So, I had to forego my tasty ice cream sandwich to stream. You're gonna try and water the creek? Come and play in my beautiful garden. No, you don't. Oh, I totally could have done this. Not really, but you know it. Have it after stream? Good point. I didn't think about that. This is an innovation that I've never considered before. I've also fallen into danger. I am weak. I am very weak to one thing. I used to say it all the time when people were being very, very supportive, and I did not know how to accept that. Now I'm definitely a lot better at it. But, you know, back then I used to say, you know, save the money for you so you could get a tasty sandwich. I am the reason for that statement. I am weak to sandwiches. I enjoy a nice tasty sandwich, a panini perhaps, some kind of toasted and pressed sandwich. And I have found a new sandwich place that is like less than a 5-minute drive away from my current location. And missed it, but I was Helminster. Helminster was fantastic. Yep. Those are great. But yeah, no, now all of my money is at risk. They don't do ice cream. I am a banh mi filled streamer, but I don't like cilantro, so I don't normally get it. I don't know if I have the cilantro taste like salt or taste like soap gene, but I can say that whether it tastes like soap or not, I do not like the taste of cilantro. Which is like whatever, but I do still like banh mi. I think banh mi is like the ideal bread. Ciabatta bread is just my favorite forever. It's so good. And they have ciabatta bread sandwiches as an option. I'm so very happy. But unfortunately, yes, that does require me to spend every single last cent that I earn on sandwiches. So I'm changing the chicken nugget fund on Ko-Fi and on Twitch to be, instead of the chicken nugget fund, now it has become my my sandwich fund. Haven't had ciabatta bread in years. See, I was the same. I don't know why. Why do people not use ciabatta bread for sandwich places? It's the best bread for sandwiches, objectively. It's made for panini sandwiches. Please, I need it. And so I've been having a blast. It's so good. You know what goes great with a sandwich? Soup. Incorrect. You know what does go great with a sandwich, though? Mac and cheese. That's growth. Chicken nuggets are mid. Mods? 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 Bam. I love chicken nuggets. Top tier, no brainer. This one has an untelegraphed tank bus. Whoa. Well, you are the pinball villain, so killing this man as we speak. No. Okay, this is gonna be a weird one. Oh. Okay, growing. Well, if we grow at the same rate, it's not gonna matter. Normally there's 5 tethers. What? 5 tethers? Alright, well, I'm glad we didn't get stuck with that. Feathers? Huh. This is a weird feather. A feathers that I can participate in. That was a very strange experience. Clumbeers. Well, thankfully it's not doing very much damage outside of the untelegraphed tank buster. I am now full grown. I'm fully matured. I really did turn into a big, beautiful man. Happy birthday! Wow! That was a good rake dodge. I might have died to that. Can I take them if I go like there? No? Unfortunate. Timber! Why is it? Oh, I've been wondering what. I thought that was like Tillambeer or something, but no, it's just Timber. A quality attachment. Okay. Yep. Great. Very nice. A little bit more careful with the rakes now. They're hitting just about 10. Okay. You're getting a little bit big and scary. Gotta be honest. Right. It's not bad. That was a good shielding for it, at least. Okay, what the heck? Why did he turn tiny first? Alright, 33k timber. Very nice. Alrighty. Well. Okay. I did not expect an actual genuine enrage there. I could live that. It's just whether or not they do it immediately again after. And then yeah, I'm also of the opinion that I don't have enough time. Well, maybe I got the boss to about 50% in the 5 minutes I was fighting. Ish, right? So 30 minutes for the last bit too, that might be enough time. Maybe. Okay. Fact to get damage boost as well really helps with the timer. Yeah, but I guess that's the problem, because that kind of makes me feel like I'm better off than I actually am. I'm not going to do anywhere near that much damage on the next pulls, and I'm not going to do anywhere near that much damage on final boss. So like, I shouldn't be basing my time off of that. Yeah, thank you very much, Audrey, for the 2 months. It's very kind. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Yeah, that's this instance dead at least. Okay. Step 1 is checking what gear we've got available now. Because we have not done any upgrades since reaching Shadowbringers. So maybe. What's Blue Spirit at? 403? It's a little bit past where I am. That's not going to be all that significant. That's basically the titanium difference. For crafted. Blue Spirit is the main things I'm seeing now. Could probably go one step up. Titan Bronze would be good. Raw materials. Titan Copper. Okay. Might just not be in the level range for it, so let's look at Sand Teak instead. Still not in the level range for either of those. Okay, so I'll have to level up my Miner and Botanist if I want to see those. I can do the weeklies. Speaking of, we should go check if the weeklies are doable. Let's head back to Crystarium for now. Okay. That's a weird one. I guess that's the Shadowbringers effect. The expansions have been progressively getting much and much harder to do any solo progress in. Stormblood was particularly bad. It looks like maybe we've got the same Shadowbringers. I would like to avoid a Silent Echo on the second dungeon, but we shall see. Can't do you, you're Rock Tika. And we'll take all of the new marks. It's not even a timer issue so much, it's an issue of absorber mechanic give you too much power. On the other side, I mean, if I overgear and if I swap around with different class options I could probably do that. Gunbreaker maybe could manage it with its DPS. Especially because I'm getting that big DPS up. I got it to like 50% very quickly. What did we end that fight at? Do we remember what percent boss died with? Or we died to boss with? %. That's like, it's not easy, but that's feasible. Swapping around to other class options, yeah, but you know. It's true, Banshee. It's true. The YouTube side is an ancient and growing forest, whereas the Twitch side is the new sproutlings. At what percent do you get the big boy buff? That's a good question, but it's very close to the start. Because we only need 2 tethers of it. %. 80% we're fully capped out. Okay, maybe. This is something I'm gonna have to work away at for a good bit. For now, I think I will say that is enough for today, so I can get back to working on the video some more, and then we can worry about our brand new wall after that. This golly gee willikers. Have I got no clue? I would really like to not Silence Echo a dungeon this early. Like, normally the Silence Echo dungeons are the very end post-patch expansions, but man. Another snack you put off from stream. Thank you, thank you. Is it a wall or is it a hedge? It's definitely a hedge. You're correct. Who are we rating today, gamers? I have to pick somebody. Cider. I could raid Cider. I could raid Aurora. You know what? This is an Aurora raid kind of day. Alright. It was good to see you, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful time at stream. I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Be safe out there. Enjoy your week. I will hopefully have a new video soon. Okay, goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye. See you later. Bye-bye.